We're taking you live now to Sydney, where New South Wales Opposition Leader Chris Minns is announcing his Homes New South Wales plan.
That number will be 30,000, and if they keep the property tax decision, then they'll be paying $70,000 over a 30-year mortgage. That number goes rapidly up if they keep it as an investment asset, move out of the house and rent it out to somebody else. They haven't thought through their plans. They need to be upfront with taxpayers in this state about what the options and opportunities are for young people, particularly entering the housing market. We've heard for the last 12 months Dominic Perrottet's land tax plan was a game changer for the housing market in this state, but for tens of thousands of people, they are far better off under Labor's proposal than a permanent land tax that will be levied against them for however long they own that property. I do want to point out that at the moment for sale, there are 10,658 properties that are available for under $1 million, which is 54% of the housing stock in the state. There are 1,793 properties below $1 million as well, which is 81% below $1 million across the state. So the choice is very much there for first home buyers in this state. We've made our decision about a targeted tax cut for 95% of first home buyers in New South Wales. It's an important distinction between the parties, and if the New South Wales government is going to match our plans, they should be upfront about that in the near future, because they're heavy on the criticism, but their solutions more often than not will make it far worse for families in New South Wales. Our concerns about land tax are well known and they're deeply felt. When you levy a tax based on the asset value of a property, particularly when properties have increased by 100% in the last 10 years, but you have to pay it out of your salary, I'm concerned about the ability to pay for tens of thousands of new home buyers, first home buyers in New South Wales. There are better ways to spend this money, and a direct tax cut to 95% of first home buyers is by far a better use of taxpayer money in New South Wales. That's what Labor will take to the election on March the 25th. I'm urging the New South Wales Premier and the New South Wales Treasurer to back this tax cut for first home buyers in New South Wales. It's what our economy and what young families desperately need. Daniel?
Thank you, Chris. Homes New South Wales is another fantastic initiative from New South Wales Labor, which shows how we're determined to give housing a fresh start in this state. It's sad that all Dominic Perrottet can do is complain and serve up more of the status quo, which hasn't worked for the past 12 years. Since December, Labor has been outlining a comprehensive strategy to tackle the housing crisis. We've shown how we'll begin to build more houses in New South Wales by allocating surplus government land and insisting that 30% of that is made available for social, affordable and diverse housing use. We've also tasked the Greater Cities Commission with rebalancing population and housing growth targets, so we're building more homes near key transport infrastructure. Yesterday we outlined a tax cut for 95% of first home buyers in New South Wales, and I agree with Chris, the Treasurer. I agree with Chris, the Premier and the Treasurer shouldn't complain about our policy if they're keeping the door open towards matching it. They should clarify their intentions right now. What is also clear is what we won't be doing. We won't be campaigning to introduce a broad-based land tax. 80% of residents.
That is where we leave New South Wales Shadow Treasurer Daniel Mookhey and Opposition Leader Chris Minns speaking about their housing plan.